What's up, Internet? It is day 6 of Bomber Week, my 6th day of coverage of Bomberman 64, and I know what you're expecting. Let's do the arcadey mode, let's show off custom Bomberman like we did with Bomberman Second Attack, and we'll get to that. We will. But if you managed to watch all the way through the credits in the last episode, which if you did, congratulations. I didn't realize they'd be like 13 minutes, but by the end you probably noticed something seemed a little off. Like there was a whole environment we hadn't seen yet. And if you've been paying attention to the file select, you'll notice that we only have 5 gems, whereas my top good file has 6. Well, we're going to alleviate that problem very quickly, but before we do, I'm going to go to options and turn on full power. It's a little cheat you get when you complete the game. It's going to make things a little bit more bearable for me. So we're going to go to the completed file I've got, and I'll walk you through what happens. So, here's the deal. Essentially, if you manage to get 5 cards in every single level of every single world, including the Black Fortress, the final fight and the ending change. Well, I shouldn't say the final fight, the ending does change though. If you'll recall, thanks Brain for getting names there, Altair gets upset because you beat him, he says you'll pay, Regulus comes in, picks him up and disappears forever, leaving Sirius very disappointed you, and Bomberman very, very pooped. And me, if you'll recall. Well, things happen a little differently if you have all the cards, and I'd love to show it to you, but I tested it and I can't get it to work. I'm guessing I have to get like all 5 cards in the final fight again, despite having them all. And I don't think you want to sit there and watch me flail against the same boss over and over again, so we're not doing that. But through the magical futuristic technology of me explaining exactly what happens from then on, I'll tell you what happens plot-wise. Essentially, Regulus comes in, picks up Altair like you know, then Sirius comes in jet form, slams clean into Regulus, dropping him into the pit below. Altair lands back on the platform, Sirius then pulls out a giant laser, murders Altair, and grabs the Omni Cube for himself, basically calling you an idiot, because while those 4 people did steal the Omni Cube, and were destroying your planet to energize it, what they were doing was, in fact, as far as I remember, trying to energize it to the point where it would destroy itself. And they didn't just steal it from some ruin, no, they stole it from Sirius, the guy who wants to use it to blow up the entire universe. He then laughs at you, tells you to just lay down and die, and disappears. He proceeds to ascend into the air very slowly towards this little bit of land, just slightly above the final area, kind of like how in Bomberman Hero the hidden area was just slightly behind the final area, just out of everyone's view that no one would actually care to look in the general area of. And this is the last world, Rainbow Palace. Now, I know I've said this about literally every world prior, but I'm not confident in my ability to beat this world. And while in the other worlds that meant I was still going to do my damnedest to show you the end of this game, in this world it means something else. Also, you can tell my bombs are more powerful because of that cheat that you only get for seeing the true ending of the game. But here's the deal about this world. It's kind of sort of made for insanely good people, and well, this world is why I dread having to play this game every year, or every 3 years. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do my damnedest to try and make this work, and as soon as I fail tremendously, and get a game over, I'm just going to move on to the bosses. So there's a button up there, you have to bomb jump up there, if I recall, all the way from here. I hope you're already seeing why this is an issue. Again, if you saw the, end credits, you probably saw a bunch of like really complicated bomb tricks that were used to get either gold cards or custom parts. Well, because this world presupposes that you already have all the gold cards, it sort of assumes that you're just naturally very, very talented. So, yeah. Basically, this is the world that was designed for people who are complete geniuses at this game. And while I've done this world before once or twice, I'm not, yeah, see, I'm already dead. Because there's no way out, I just have to either drop or blow myself up. That's Rainbow Palace for you. And that was clearly just a gold card, so there's no point. Let's go back and try and bomb jump our way up there. Yeah, this world is just kind of, well, I'm not even gonna mince words. This world is complete bullshit. The bosses are actually fairly interesting. Well, interesting. They're actually completable and not insane, but... Oh, I can't blow them up. Because, remotes trigger in, sequence. Now, the nice thing about the full power, cheat is it lets me use, remote bombs on bosses. Which, yes, does make things very remarkably easy. I managed to, when I was testing to see if I could get footage of, Sirius betraying you, I managed to throw Altair in the pit and kill him instantly, and it was fantastic. I really wish I was recording that crap. That was not intentional, but as you can see, I've already gone over time. If I recall, hitting that button doesn't even end the level. It like makes a bunch of other smaller buttons appear on these little floating like areas around the main landmass. So, yeah, this world is basically impossible unless you remember how to play it or have a guide or something. And I typically forget how to do that, so I just skip out and don't do that. Let's see if my full power mode is on. Yes, it is. So let's go and work our way towards the first boss. That's partially why I'm rolling this into multiplayer, is because I don't think this is going to take us very long, and that's okay. But this boss is actually pretty interesting. And the weird thing is, this guy is, of course, a boss to Rainbow Palace.
Welcome.
And once again, Rainbow Palace is completely a hidden world that's secret. If you look at the box art of Bomberman 64, this guy's on it. So I don't know what that was about. Also, for some reason, they decided to give us a free gold card, probably because I couldn't think of 5. Also, interestingly enough, you aren't fighting the guy, you're fighting his shadow. Which I think was a neat touch. And a neat way to vary things up a little. Although full power will likely get me murdered, about as often as it won't. And of course, camera's not being any help to us. Although this time it feels like that's an intentional thing, not just either a technological, this is how things are, we just have to have a crap camera because we haven't figured out how to make good cameras yet. This seems like, well, we're going to make this camera as bad as possible to make this fight harder. Also, we just beat him. And I double KO'd myself twice in one playthrough. That's amazing. Kind of a shame. I want to completely burn his cloak off too, so... This gives me an extra chance, I guess. Although it looks very clearly like I'm not going to be able to succeed at that. Oh yeah, this guy chucks a bunch of power-ups and other things that I don't know what they do. I don't remember that move where he dives into the ground. Weirdly enough, the mask drops and you don't blow it up or anything. I would destroy that because that mask is creepy. We got the time bonus, mainly because I've got superpowers on. Now we get to move on to the second adventure mode of this world, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm basically gonna murder myself just out of spite out of this world. But I'll give you a quick walkthrough of what this level is. Okay, see that button on that ledge? Much like that button on that ledge. And, that button on that ledge. But wait, there's more. Also that button on that ledge. Hit all 4 of those and you make a elevator appear that lets you ascend to the boss. And I just murdered myself. Because I don't even remember where to begin with this. Like, yeah, this level... and Rainbow Palace in general, just the adventure levels, are designed to fully utilize both the puzzle element and the, if you're really insanely good with the bomb bouncing mechanics. Like, this is for the people who managed to beat Blue Resort within, like, 30 seconds, like I talked about, and I think they might have shown it during the oh crap, did I continue? Oh, I can just, okay. Anyway, we'll move on to the final boss because I don't have any aspirations to beat that level because it's just dumb. And we fight the final boss, This guy. A guy who once posed as our best friend man dude guy. Sirius. And this is going to shock you, but Sirius does not come in and give you a power-up in this fight. Like he does in all the others. Oh, and he has the Omni Cube. Oh, and this is the boss you can bounce into the pit when he lands. Also, that's the one move he has that's actually scary. Because you kind of can't tell where he's coming from. But he comes in and lands, and you can actually just bounce him in the pit and it'll murder him instantly. But other than that, it's a fairly basic fight. Aside from not knowing where he is, like, 80% of the time. Oh, that was close. Thank you for temporary invulnerability, cutscene. No, no, no. The double-edged sword of full power mode. You get murdered a lot more. It brings out the true essence of Bomberman, I feel. Which, for what that is, you know, it does. That always makes me tense up. Also, I think we're fighting in the Omni Cube right now, given the background. Ha! I'm so glad I got to capture that, because I've never been able to do that. That is amazing. That was as amazing as that one time during Bomberman's second attack where I beat that wind guy by throwing him into the fire. That was one of the coolest things I think I've ever done in Bomberman. Well, we're not done yet, because our new and real best friend man dude, Regulus, shows up and saves our ass. Yeah. Now we gotta take care of this guy. I don't know if Regulus can die. Whoa. Yeah, you don't want to stand in front of that, by the way, because that is instant murder. Sorry, Regulus. I don't know if you're also an instant or an infinite source of parts. I'd rather not test that, but also I don't care. But now we get to watch the true ending, along with watching the credits again, and this time, I assure you, you should watch them because they're a little different and a lot better. Anyway, I will catch you in like 13 minutes from now when we tackle multiplayer and custom options. And we're back, now covering the custom and battle features of this game. So let's just go to our main file here, and take a look at our custom stuff. Now, whenever you create a new file, you are automatically given the knight helmet, and the rest of the knight gear, I guess to make you feel like you have something to your name. We've unlocked the iron armor, kind of robot-y, the iron knuckles, and that's it. Not very impressive. So let's go to our main good file, the one I've had for years. This is my go-to Bomberman, rocking the Dragon Knight aesthetic. Again, we've got the knight helmet, the dragon head, iron goggles, which is very similar to the gold goggles, but irony. Cat, ponytail, chicken, sunglasses. Going back to dragon because that's my go-to. Body we have dragon, knight, iron, cat, dress, rocking horse. Again, going back to dragon. Arms, knight, which we're already currently using. The dragons, which do admittedly go with the rest of the color, but just aren't as cool as the sword. Iron knuckles, cat paws, slash claws, chicken wings, which are pretty amazing, and drill arms. And finally legs, we've got the knight boots, the dragon shoes, the iron sneakers, cat paws, the high tops, bubby socks, once again making a return from Bomberman's second attack, and duck feet. Really enough, they're duck and not chicken, but whatever. Anyway, that's our options. We're going to stick with what I have, because I like it the best, but let's go into battle. We'll go to a single battle. Let's go to options. Yeah, 3, 2 minutes, sudden death, and ghost on. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, battle. Custom. Yep. And we'll just go through all the levels, I guess.
Ready, go!
So this is Bomberman 64 multiplayer. It's very similar to Bomberman Second Attack multiplayer. In fact, it's the same, but in my opinion, less good in pretty much all respects. Oh, I wanted that. No, 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 no. That was amazing. Can I actually scrub out a win, as opposed to my showing last year losing to Bonk so many times? One seems to have it in for Red Bomberman. Oh, that was unfair. I should have totally gotten Blue Bomberman. Well, it doesn't matter, because 3 seconds and we'll activate sudden death. Me and Kurabon, huh? Alright, let's go. Go away, go away. I don't want you to possess me. They do seem to have a aversion to planted bombs, which is weird considering they're ghosts, but I guess they can still get temporarily timed out by quote-unquote dying. Go away! I don't want to deal with you. Whoa! Now things get a little more interesting. Now this is the Bomberman multiplayer I love. Oh, they took out the ghosts too. That makes sense. I don't trust that hurricane. I really don't. Ha! There we go, I won one. Yay!
Ready, go!
Let's go. I think I might shorten these down to like 1 minute, just so we can fit all this stuff in without worrying about file size and stuff. I don't know, we'll see once we finish this one. Oh crap, I don't want to be near a ghost character. Haha. Bomberman multiplayer is always fun. Like, I don't like multiplayer, and I love Bomberman multiplayer. But despite this being my first Bomberman game, I don't have that much nostalgia for it. I prefer Second Attack to it. Ah, crap. Stupid red Bomberman.
Ready, go!
I'm gonna go after him first, because that's what you do in Bomberman multiplayer. You gang up on the guy who's winning. That isn't me. Bomberman's fun. It's kind of weird, though, that after all these years, we still haven't topped Saturn Bomberman in terms of, like, room size. Because Center Bomberman had like 10-player multiplayer, as I've shown. But I think on average our most is like 8. Oh, that's bad. Oh, had I not picked up that bomb, I would have survived. Stupid blue Bomberman.
Ready, go!
Still a lot of slowdown. I don't remember it being this slow before. Skulls always make things interesting. I don't know what just happened or how they all died, but I'm not gonna turn down a victory.
Ready, go!
Also, I just noticed those victory medals are basically the coins from second attack. That's kind of neat. Haha, full power! Now I'm gonna get myself killed with my own power-ups. Because yay for full power. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to be there. I suppose murdering yourself with Bomberman is like the most quintessential Bomberman experience.
Draw!
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Ready, go!
That was kind of amazing. Aw, can't keep my full power. Fart. Well, now I can just play recklessly. Oh god! I tried to get the skull because I thought it'd do something funny. And it did something not good. I like that you clubbed the other Bomberman with me. Well, I'm slightly less the person who just died, so that's ideal. Yay! I'm normal man size. Aw, I should have gotten him. Oh, crap. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna shorten the levels, or the time limits a little bit. Because this is a little long for a video, I think. But I'll bow down before my awesome Night Bomber glory. And my awesome Night Bomber glorious dancing. I do quite like that music, actually. I'll down to 1 minute and we'll make them 1. That might make them go really fast. If it does, we'll, Oh, I remember this level. I really like this level.
Hurry up!
And that's because the water rises in this level. So basically the people at the very top are the safest, but of course, as time goes on, everyone's going to scramble to the top, making a bunch of like very dangerous bottlenecks. I'm just going to hide up here like a coward. It might be cowardice, but I'm also surviving longer than anyone else. Good luck with that. I'm just gonna hang out up here, Red Bomberman. I'm good. You may call this cheating, I call it amazing tactics. Haha. That's how it's done. That's a fun level. That's probably my favorite classic Bomberman 64 level. Okay, yes. How many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think some of these are unlocked by beating the story mode. I think some of them that I don't have are unlocked by having a Hudson Joy card, kind of like the Moon level from Bomberman Hero. Which I still don't have. I still can't show that, and I'd love to show that someday, but I don't have a Hudson Joy card to button mash. And while yes, you could manually button mash your way out of or unlocking them, I'm terrible at button mashing, which is why I've also never beaten Mischief Makers, unfortunately. There's a level halfway through the game that's just button mashing. Well, if nothing else, I'm making up for my awful showing against Bonk last year.
Ready, go!
Stupid Bonk.
Hurry up!
Oh, right, this one. These ones are a bit trickier because the walls close in. And of course, it's very similar because everyone tries to rush to the center to try and survive, and in doing so, it creates a large series of bottlenecks. Of course, Black Bomberman's so tiny now, he could outmaneuver anything, although that speed might get him killed, too. Like that. Take that, my awful memories of fighting Bonk last year. I'm not losing. I think this is another walls close in level. Yes. Now this one plays especially interesting because the only way to get up here is with those stairs missing. And of course, if you're hanging out up here or you go down there, you're stuck unless you get out there very, very quickly. So Red Bomberman's basically stuck. And so is Black Bomberman. It doesn't matter he's on fire because I can just stand up here all day. Which is fantastic. Well, there's a good chance we're going to draw on this if we're really going to play this way. Or he could blow himself up somehow. Those skulls are tricky. They're usually kind of like weird negative debuffs, but sometimes it can be super helpful too. I don't know, I like playing with the skulls. And then there's like the masks, which are kind of like the inverse of the skulls. They're really fun to play with too.
Hurry up!
Oh crap, that's right. This victory brought to you by my continuing awesomeness. That wasn't even fair. It might be the shortest Bomberman match in human history. In the gutter.
Ready, go!
If I recall, that thing in the middle, like, points, acts like a weather vane. And, like, yeah, the water flows differently. So now everything's flowing. That's a neat feature, I think. I don't know what killed him, maybe the walls. But again, this very quick showing of this. Brought to you by my sterling, awesome Bomberman skill.
Ready, go!
I think this is, oh yeah, the entire level tilts, but I think this is another meteor level. I like this level too, because it's kind of cool. Not as much as I like up and down, because I think that's a fun level design, but I like the aesthetic of the pirate ship, but up and down is probably by far my favorite Bomberman 64 level. Again, I can survive better than the rest of you. I'm good at this. Ignore the rest of the videos in this series. I'm very good at Bomberman 64. This is the only episode you need to watch. Oh, there's wind in this one too. And then, oh, and it starts to cave in with avalanches. Interesting. Bomberman, you're very fun. Although, I still like Second Attack better. It has more options, more levels, more stage layouts. I do like the glass bar boat style though. That's kind of neat. Oh crap, that plays like ice. That makes running around with a bunch of meteors almost impossible. Manta Ray. I like Manta Rays. I think they're very neat looking. Ow. I guess I'm out of this last match. Well, you won this one, Kuraban, but I think I've redeemed myself against my awful showing against Bonk last year. Let's watch Kuraban's awesome, yet inferior to my victory dance. And play me out, game. I'll see you next time.